What's up, guys? We are back with Tokyo Ghoul, chapter 104, Gas. So last chapter was pretty nuts. I feel like I'm probably gonna be saying that for like the foreseeable future, man. Like, just this whole sort of thing about having the encounter with Dr. Kano has just been like non-stop adrenaline. I feel like ever since we've been down here, and yeah, I don't see that slowing down anytime soon. The fact that Shinohara is fighting Kaneki right now is pretty wild. And I love that he ended off last chapter saying, "You are probably the most screwed up ghoul I have ever seen." So yeah, let's see what happens now, man. All right. There's too many of them. I don't know why they partnered up, but we're up against the 13th Ward, Naki, and the 20th Ward's Gourmet. Things would have been different if Investigator Shinohara were here. Let's retreat for now. Chase him down. Shinohara? Kaneki. For the past 6 months, you've stayed off hunger by feeding on your own kind. No, it wasn't to fill your empty stomach. It was to further strengthen your ghoul power, to acquire the power to fight Aogiri. Isn't that right? I too heard the rumor, but I didn't think you would reach such heights as a ghoul in such a short period of time. But cannibalism drives a ghoul crazy. It's the power of madness. Can you stand up against Aogiri's mustache when you've lost control of yourself? Interesting. Very interesting. If there were even one special investigator in this group of ghoul investigators, our situation would be significantly different. I hear the name Shinohara now and then. Don't hear too many good things about him for us ghouls, mainly that he's tough. If you are butchered by either Aogiri or the CCG, sheath your swords quickly. The others are tough too. We'll have to take them down one by one. Let's try it out. Interesting. I love like being in his mind a little bit, right? Just kind of like hearing his perspective about spending all this time with Kaneki is really, really cool. And also just the fact that like Shinohara, like obviously of course he should be like a renowned person in the sort of in Tokyo, right? He should be well known. So it's also really fascinating to hear like someone like Sue, being like, I've heard rumors, right? And every time I hear the name Shinohara, it's never associated with anything good for us ghouls, right? So I think that goes a lot to say it shows a lot, or it says a lot about Shinohara. Come on, I'll turn you pigs into pork chops. We have the advantage in this situation. You will have to die when this ends. What is that? Whoa, gas? My Kaganes. Whoa, it's like breaking apart. CRC gas. Is a gaseous RC suppressant that enters through the respiratory system and membrane. It halts RC cellular movement and cognate activation. It's a prototype, but a direct hit by it gets successful results. I'll report that back to Dr. Chiyo. I feel groggy. An RC cell suppressant. Be cool. Let's start with those two pests. Die. Dude, Akira, man. Akira. I love that she's almost like like Batman vibes, just in the fact of like using just like a tool set, right? It's not purely just about like the utilization of like a kinke with her, right? It's her also utilizing just like prototypes and different gadgets that she's getting from like the labs and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool. Monsieur? Ow, it hurts so bad, I'm crying. Twins have twice the chances, but twice the crisis, too. They play a game with twice the chances of dying. I thought I'd get to see Yamori, but when I made it out, he wasn't there. I cried every night. I still cry when I think about it. So I can't let the guys left behind die. It's way better to cry because of pain than cry because you're lonely. I don't know if it's JRT gas or whatever. Hey, bitch, I'll show you how 13th Ward's Jason did things. You persistent little... And Akira is just continuing to push forward, man. She's going right at him. And he took another 2 slashes, and he's still going. Oh, he just kicked Akira. I'll take the juiciest part first. He bit her ankle? That's the juiciest part? Oh, you trash. And she kicked him like right in the chin. Come on, Kagane, come on. Dude, this is tense. Oh, Amon jumped in. Oh, dude, look at his face too. That is clearly the face of like don't touch my girl. You know what I mean? This is gonna kill me. Get behind me. And look at Akira's face too. I didn't even notice her face in this panel right here. We're at a disadvantage. Let's retreat for now. Gagi, carry me. You are a fool, but you are sincere. Trust bien. You are a gentleman. My hat's off to you, monsieur. That was pretty cool to see him like step in front of them. Hat off. What does that mean? Kaneki, hold on a little longer. My god, dude. Jesus, man. Look at Kaneki, dude. It's just like so fucking grotesque, man. So that's a Kakuha. Sir, what's a Kakuha? That guy's a beast. They're an extremely troublesome group among the ghouls. Their RC cells have undergone changes from cannibalistic behavior. And in rare cases, this is what happens. He's only a half Kakuha, but it's my first time seeing one. One hit without protection and you're in pieces. It's frustrating we can't even provide support. So, can Special Investigator Shinohara fight that Kakuha and win? Special Investigator Shinohara is, in a sense, a beast on the human side. I love this little shot of him like drenched in sweat, man. And he still seems like so like calm and you know like controlled, right? I've heard a lot about his accomplishments. The indomitable Shinohara. The veteran investigator Fujishige Iba, a Bikaku user, was his mentor. When they were a trio with Kuremato, they achieved some great things. He's also the rare investigator that experienced the owl battle 10 years ago. Of his achievements, 2 are especially remarkable. Taking out the investigator killer Oni Yamada and the live capture of the Kakuha, the corpse collector Arata. Oni Yamada was a vicious ghoul that had killed numerous assistant special and special investigators in what he called a test of his skills. But investigator Shinohara was only a rank 1 investigator at the time. Man, he's so big too. He made a name for himself by taking out a ghoul that even an assistant special investigator would struggle against. The corpse collector Arata. Besides collecting the dead flesh of humans, he was said to have fed on many of his own kind. Wow, dude, look at his design, dude. Tracing his steps as a Kaguya had led to his discovery. After a deadly battle, they captured him. I only recently heard about plans of using Arata for a Kinke, but it was a large haul for the CCG. Investigator Shinohara's strength is his tenacity. He may not be flashy like Investigator Arima, but he steadily and reliably gets results. That's how he is. It's incredible that, like, I love the history here, like seeing like Mato here, right? Having ties to Shinohara, Arata as well. You know that Shinohara fought against Arata. Yeah, I just love the history. Like the pieces are all starting to like fit together. It's really nice. Using his old enemies' kinkeis, he crushes his new enemies. His experience and vitality from surviving countless brushes with death. That's why they call him indomitable. So he's like Arata, huh? You're a hell of a ghoul. But I got. What is he gonna do? A wife and kids I still gotta take care of. Whoa, I love how this particular panel was like colored too. Man, so did he actually like I mean, I'm gonna reserve judgment because obviously we still have some chapters left, but like I don't know, man. It's like again, like I feel like you can't like question Shinohara's just like experience, right? Um sure it may not be like it's probably like a rarity that he comes across a Kaguha, right? But even still, I feel like his experience will win out in this battle. I could be wrong, but like at least so far, he's definitely showing it, right? Like I just feel like his experience is going to triumph. Like Kaneki's just like pure unpredictability right now in this form. Who knows? Maybe Kaneki will get up next chapter, but Shinohara is giving him the work so far. Um, I don't think he cut off his arm. It almost looks like it, but I don't think he did. Um, Either way, man, such a cool fight. Um, okay, and then Shinohara actually saying that like he's like Arata, that Kaneki is like Arata. Um, so even like just that experience alone, having fought Arata in the past, you would have to think obviously gives him some form of basis or like a foundation how to approach this battle, right? Where on the flip side, Kaneki has never fought anyone like Shinohara, so as good as Shinohara and experienced as him. Um, Regardless, though, I really love the sort of like the insight that we got into like Kakuhas and like what makes them so special in sort of the pantheon of like ghouls and like the ghoul hierarchy and the structure. Just like it's their simply put like their cannibalistic nature that turns them into this. Um, and I really like getting that explanation from both Sukiyama and from the investigators as well. Um, so yeah, that was really cool to kind of get that like further cemented this chapter. Um, and the fact that like Kaneki was doing this for the past 6 months and it wasn't like because I think Sue even said it himself, right? That like this wasn't something that like um it was purely done to give him the strength to eventually one day go back to Algiri and fight them, right? Um so that within itself is wild for Kaneki to put himself through this, for that specific goal is pretty cool. But yeah, man, I think really besides that, I think that's gonna do it for this chapter. Again, another another bonkers chapter. Um, Also, just like getting more into Shinohara is always welcome. I think he's a really really cool character. So just even the tidbits that we got on his character this chapter was welcome for sure. Um, I love seeing Akira taking it to Sue and the others. Um, yeah, absolutely enjoyed that, and then Amon absolutely coming in clutch. Um, yeah, it's this is great, man. I'm loving every bit of this stuff right now. Um, I hope Akira is okay, right? We don't have to worry about it's not like it's not like ghouls or like vampires, right? That when they bite you or like zombies where they bite you and then you turn into a ghoul or something like that. That would be fucking crazy. But yeah, I hope Akira is gonna be okay after that. I mean, she has like a chunk missing from her ankle, so I don't think she can walk that off. But that's gonna do it for this chapter, guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more. See you guys in the next one. Peace.